Yeah, all right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahar Rakah Kodash. I want to say and give double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders of Great Millstone for teaching his word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. A salutation to the elect, well willing with some of those men and women that believe in fear. In the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, I'm the brother Gabar Yahawada from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with another quick lesson. It was inspired by this video right here. So without any further ado, I'm gonna play it. I don't own the rights to this video. We're teaching. This is for education purposes, you know, or entertainment. However these people want to look at it. But I do not own this video. But I just want to play it right here.
You put your hands on her. You put your hands on her.
Man, bro, you just hit me in my face, bro.
My hand slipped.
She did what? She ain't hit you.
Yeah, she ain't hit you. I wish you would.
She hit me.
Hell no, man. I ain't see that.
My mom, she just hit me.
Get up. I ain't see that.
Head on my mom. Come here.
You put your hands on her. You put your hands on her.
Man, bro, you just hit me in my face, bro.
My hand slipped.
She did what? She ain't hit you.
Yeah, she ain't hit you. I wish you would.
She hit me.
Hell no, man. I ain't see that.
Hey, all right, shalom. Again, shalom. And you see, this is what happens when women are put in positions of authority, particularly over men. And none of this situation was righteous at all, you know. But this is what happens in Esau society, right?
Get up. I ain't see that.
Head on my mom. Come here.
You put your hands on her. You put your hands on her.
See, a lot of these hoes, a lot of these bitches, they become cops, right? They become authority figures, COs, because they probably been in a situation where they felt helpless, or supposedly, let a woman tell it, she was in a domestic situation, and it was always the man that was the aggressor. But here you saw this situation, this woman, she was the aggressor. She's supposed to be a police officer. She took an oath, right, to uphold the law and to be neutral in the law, right? Don't no law documents say a cop is supposed to, male or female, is supposed to strike a suspected criminal, right? Because you're still innocent until proven guilty. So everything is alleged criminal with your hand, open or closed, right? And she did that shit because she trying to be the superhero, and that's the nigga woman for you, bro. That's why you women should never be in positions of power, bro. Any position of authority. This is the reason why, because the woman was emotional. She lacked wisdom, right? Well, let me get it. Since I said it, let's get it, right? This is the book of Job, chapter 39, and this is what the Lord is saying, man. But you don't want to listen because you're emotional, right? The woman think that she can do what the man can do, right? And shit, you got men out here acting like women, trying to do what the women do, all emotional and erratic, right? But we talking about the woman right now, right? This is Job 39 and 17. Because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding, right? So this woman, she wears a body camera. She's wearing a body camera. Like this woman right here, she's wearing a body camera. This is her with her knee on this guy's back. The Edomite cop, he just standing there watching. So we know that they probably be smacking people up all the time, right? And see, a lot of you women, you're not getting away with the bullshit. What, just recently, you had the Mexican, the wetback chick from Houston, right, go in on Jake, talk about how she abused her power as a police officer because she hates so-called black people. And she called them with the hard ER, right? And then she goes on video herself where it's online, it gets posted, and just go into a whole rant about how she was going to abuse her power the next day when she encountered a so-called black person, right? And this woman right here, she's no different, right? She lacks wisdom. They got body cameras on. This shit is going to be reviewed, right? And hey, this dude just got a check, right? Here it is. He got in an argument with the nigga woman because he lost his supposedly he lost his self-control and he went off on his woman. That's his prerogative because that's his woman, right? That's his woman. That's his prerogative. But the point of the matter is, she just gave this nigga a check. He just got a check.
You put your hands on her. You put your hands on her.
No proof. That's not a part of the law. Where's the part of the law that you get struck in the face by a police officer in rage because he so-called put his hands on her. No proof. You ain't see shit. And these women be lying. How we know these women be lying? They just lied. They lied.
Man. Bro, you just hit me in my face, bro.
My
Watch them
hand
lie.
slipped.
She did
So
what
she just lied. She just lied, said her hand slipped. And then the rest of the hoes are sitting there watching it.
Yeah, she ain't hit you. I wish you
She
would.
ain't hit me.
Hell no, man.
You see that? You see that? But they didn't even see him smack the bitch. And he already convicted. He already a domestic abuser and all of this shit. This is bullshit, bro. This is why. This is why. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not being emotional. I'm just being real, bro. These are real live reasons. This is real live understanding through the words of Yahweh Shema Shah, the scriptures, bro. 2 Timothy 2:12. It says, Salakia. 1 Timothy 2:12. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. Right? 1 Timothy 2:12. It says, but I suffer not a woman to teach or to usurp authority over a man, but to be in silence. Right? And right, this Paul speaking to Timothy about keeping a woman in order in the church. Right? There's an order. But this goes in life too. Right? In verse 12 in the NLT, I do not let women teach men or have authority over men. Or have authority over men. Let them listen quietly. A woman as a police officer, she has authority over men. Right? And you see what happens. And you could thank Esau for pushing that. This all comes from the feminist movement, which is spiritual. The Lord set it up this way because of our disobedience. This the book of the book of Jeremiah. The book of Jeremiah. Oh yeah. Jeremiah chapter 31. I think it's 31. And Salaki, just bear with me. Just bear with me, brothers. All right, this is Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, thou backsliding daughter? Or for the Lord have created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man. Right, let me see what it says in the GNT. Right, this is Jeremiah 31:22 in the GNT. It says, how long will you hesitate, faithless people? I have created something new and different as a woman protecting a man. She's a police officer. She took an oath. Come on, man. She's a police officer. This woman is a police officer. She took an oath to protect and serve. She can't protect herself. How can she protect a man? Right? She want to play Superwoman and punch this man in the face and then lie about it. Not only did she strike this man, it wasn't enough. She gaslighted him and said that she didn't do it. Her hand slipped. And then the other three demons that was with her, the other three women, or I didn't call them women, those demons, those hood boogers in the background, they sat there and watched her do it and lied about it. That's another reason why women ain't allowed to testify. Because all of them were judging on their emotions. They were all emotionally heightened. The cop, the Edomite cop, he was the only one that was cool. He was cooler than a cucumber. He didn't jump to conclusions and slap the dude in the face or kick him in the back of the head because supposedly he hit this girl. These bitches be acting. And they liars, man. Right? This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, right? Chapter 25. Look, we showing you real life examples. This is not us making it up, right? We're not hitting motherfuckers with the broad stroke. This is the truth, man. Right? Sirach, chapter 25, verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of the sinner fall upon her. And that's where Jake finds himself. Oh, shit.
Come on. Come here. Head on my mom. Come here.
You put your hands on her. You put your hands on her.
Man. Bro, you just hit me in my face, bro.
My hand slipped.
She did what? She ain't hit you.
Yeah, she ain't hit you. I wish you would.
She hit me.
And then she's smiling. She's smiling. And this is what women do to you all the time. A bitch will do some shit to you and then act like she never did it to you like 1 second later. That's the woman. She lies. Hey, look at Sarah. Right? She laughed when she overheard Yahweh Shai and the two angels telling Abraham that his wife was going to get pregnant around this time, a certain time the following year. And she laughed because she was old. And then what she do? Let's go to it. Let's go to it. Right? Showing you the nature of a woman. Right? She's vain. Right? And she's prone to lying. Right? This is this is Genesis chapter 18 verse 12. I'm gonna read up. I'm gonna read up just a little bit. Right, and it says, verse 9, and they said unto him, where is Sarah thy wife? And he said, behold, in the tent. Right, so she's in the tent, but she can hear what's going on outside. And you know she was listening intently. And he said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life. And lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son. And Sarah heard it in the tent door, which was behind him. Right? Now Abraham and Sarah were old and were well stricken in age, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of the woman. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself. She laughed in her mind, right? She laughed to herself, silently to herself. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself because she didn't even believe in the angels. She didn't believe that these angels, these Yahweh Shai was who he was, or the angels that were with them were who they were. She just saw them as regular men. So some random men just gonna walk up to you in the middle of nowhere, right, and just tell you that, hey, look, your woman gonna get pregnant with a son this time next year, right? And you don't see the spiritual aspect of that at all as they prophesied to your husband, right? So it says, now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of a woman, when she was well past the age of having a child. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord, being old also? And the Lord said unto Abraham, wherefore did Sarah laugh, saying, shall I surely bear a child which am old? Is anything too hard for the Lord? To a woman it is. At the time, in an unbelieving person, at the time appointed, I will return unto thee according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. Sarah denied, saying, I laughed. So she lied. Right? She lied because she's supposedly afraid, because he read her mind. Right? So it says, then Sarah denied, saying, I laughed not, for she was afraid. And he said, nay, but thou didst laugh. He told her, like, no, bitch, you lying. We ain't call her a bitch, but I'm saying, like, yo, like, no, you lying. Right? Sarah was afraid, so she denied it. So because she was afraid, she lied. So that's why people lie, because they're afraid. Right? They're afraid of what the truth is going to happen, right? Saying, I didn't laugh, but the Lord said, no. But the Lord said, no, you did laugh. Right? You see? So her nature automatically, her nature is the lie. Right? That's why, going back to Sirach 25 and 19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of the sinner fall upon her. Right? And you seeing an example of that. You seeing an example of that right here. Right? Look at this shit.
You put your hands on her. You put your hands on her.
Bro, you just hit me in my face, bro.
Mm-hmm.
My hand slipped.
She did what? She ain't hit you.
Yeah, she ain't hit you. I wish you would.
She hit me.
Hell no.
Yeah, and why she do that? Because she has authority over him. She got a weapon. She has a police badge. She wouldn't have did that shit if he was just a regular dude. Right? If she wasn't in uniform or wasn't a police officer. And the bitch don't even care. She's so emotional, she just threw her life away. And then lied about it. And then the other women around her lied about it. So I can't even tell if the woman that claimed she was assaulted by this man was really assaulted. I can't tell. Because even if she was, bro, it didn't cause for this. Right? She just gave this man a check.
You put your hands on her. You put your hands on her. You put your
And
hands.
they go back to these bitches. They like getting knocked upside their head and getting their head knocked between the wash and dry. They into that shit. They into that toxic relationship shit. But a woman is hands off. Like in this society in America, a woman is like untouchable. Right? You can't scold her. You can't rebuke her. You can't correct her. Right? You can't challenge her. Right? She's above reproach. She's above everything in this society when it comes to setting a person straight. Right? There's something called gaslighting, bro. And then look, it said a Bibb County deputy was fired, as she should have been. Right? Charged with simple battery, as she should have been. On Thursday, after a viral video showed her unjustifiably striking a suspect during an arrest, according to the sheriff's office, man. Give me my money. Yup. My house and my car. Cause you put your hands on me. I deserve it all. Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Get that man his money. Cause I be suing the fuck out of that woman, as well as the fucking police department. And that old girl that got slapped, called the cops on him, she gonna be assed out because he got the bread now. Even her friends gonna want to be with him because he got the cheese. Shit, he could have slapped me. Fuck that. He got $30 million. Yeah, he about to get paid, bitch. Get paid, young nigga, get paid. Straight up, man. Bibb County Sheriff's Office confirmed that Deputy Mashawn Gibson was terminated on or after an internal investigation found she had struck a male who was being compliant. He was being compliant during an arrest on April 3rd at Riverside Drive in Macon. Previously reported that the man was arrested and a deputy was placed on administrative leave after obtaining a viral video from an anonymous source and showed the deputy seemingly slapping the man in the face as he was on the ground being handcuffed. The deputy is now identified as Gibson, was charged with simple battery and turned herself into the Bibb County. And when she went in, is she sorry? Is the woman sorry? No, the bitch went in there with a smile. She went in, she's happy. She's proud. She defended her cause along with the other nigga woman causes. This is why you black bitches are alone, bro. I mean, I'm telling you, it's the exact reason. This is the reason why the majority of you Western women, even the Latin women out here, y'all finding yourself by yourself. The Israelite woman out here, she is destitute of help, as she should be. If she's acting like this, they gonna and then look, when the onslaught come, when Jacob's trouble come, she gonna get trodden down in the street like the murder. Let's go get that. This is the book of just bear with me, bro. I'm all excited. Hosea. Is it Hosea? No, Micah. Micah chapter 7, verse 10. Right? Then she that is my enemy, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the street, right? As the mud in the street, the shit in the street. You see? Cause she don't believe. Man, you women don't really believe, bro. You'd be hard pressed to find a woman that really truly believes. I'm not saying there ain't no believing women and sisters out there. They are. Y'all are few and far between. Y'all are the exception. This ain't for you. Just stay in order. All you got to do is stay in order, because the vast majority of your kind is out of fucking order, bruh. Whether she's Sharkeisha with the shower cap on, or whether she is Mashawn with the badge on her chest, man. Threw a life away, or the Mexican demon that was in Houston threw a fucking career away. She'll never be hired as a police officer again. Old girl, Mashawn, she can't even hold a gun no more. She just caught a felony. Right? Let me see if a simple battery, a felony in Georgia. Okay, so she got a misdemeanor. No, simple battery is generally a misdemeanor in Georgia, not a felony. It is defined as intentionally making physical contact of an of an insulting, provoking nature or causing physical harm, typically punishable up to 12 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. However, it can be elevated to a higher and aggravated misdemeanor in certain circumstances, which it should be aggravated in her case. Right? Give me my money. Just give me my money. That's all I would be saying. And especially if I was compliant and the bitch hit me in my face, bro, and she a cop, nigga. This is why you maintain your bearing at all times, brothers. You got to be careful. You got to be circumspect who you dealing with, how you react. The scriptures tell us not to be like lions in our own homes, right? We ain't supposed to be running up in the house like a damn tornado tearing shit up. I'm not telling you what to do with your woman. I'm just saying be circumspect, because where we at in this world, that shit always gonna work against you. If it wasn't no cameras there, everybody would have agreed to the lie that she didn't slap him. The women, they would have testified. They would have went to court and lied and said that, yo, I was there. He didn't slap her. The cop, the blue wall of silence would have protected her. No, he didn't. He's lying. But there's no lie here. It's all the truth. Give me my checks. It says, I'm confused. Why did she get fired? I thought that was why they do the other cops. Maybe she thinks she would have had the same rights, but I guess she didn't. Yeah, them Edomites don't fuck with you niggas like that. She ain't gonna be protected. They quick to charge the black ones, but the white ones. See, now you want to try to make it racism. No, nigga, this is truthism right here. I hate to say it, but the black cop lady was, look, you see this shit? I hate to say it, but the black cop lady was in the right. You see them defending this shit, bro? Justifying the wicked. Justifying the wicked. These niggas are abominable, bro. It's differences. It says the other cop should have been held responsible. Why? He didn't do anything. He did nothing to stop it. That's not his job. And did not report it. That's not his job. For those that say he might deserve it, the slap, I ask you this. If police is dispensing justice in the streets, then what do we need the courts for? Well, that's true. That's crazy. Double standard. It's always a double standard if it's a woman. If that was a male cop that slapped that woman in the fucking face like that because she struck somebody, right? You ought to have been up in arms, man. Fucking black women, Black Lives Matter, all of that shit. Nah, bruh. See, I told you the nigga woman gets away with everything down here. Her and Esau, bro. That's why y'all gonna be the major targets when all hell breaks loose. Watch. Everybody that said she ain't hit him need to be fired. Well, they wasn't even cops. They were just civilians. Can't do what to clear people do. They get away with this all the time. Can't do what the clear people do. They get away with it all the time. It was just her luck. Yeah. Gotta control your ego. Exactly. And the woman lacks self-control. She lacks discernment. She lacks self-control. She lacks all of these things, bro. She's emotional. And you can do a lot of wrong things with your emotions, bro. A lot of wrong things with your emotions, man. You see who she was standing next to? Bet she remember where she come from now. Catch her ass off the clock. Give that officer her job back. She's a superhero. You see this shit? And it's these wicked ass niggas. It's these hoe ass niggas, bro. Defending these bitches, man. Give that Mexican lady her job back. Yeah, right? Hell no, that bitch is done. That's right. She deserved to be done, bro. Can white ever get fired? Y'all worried about the wrong thing. This is the reason why you in the condition that you're in. You so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, starting from you men to you women, bro. You a bunch of fucking ballless men, man. You have no nutsack. You have no integrity. You have no truth in you. That's why the Lord's gonna destroy you niggas, man. Because these men out here acting the same way. Killing each other over emotional instability. My emotion was offended. My ego was offended. You hit her? You hit her? Slap. No, give me my check, bitch. Y'all keep talking about the white cop. She gotta go. That applies to everyone. You aren't above the law. That's right. When black officers think they white, can't do what they do, can't get away with it. Nope. I don't see the problem. You see? A good officer. You see this shit? And these are men. Good for him. These are men. Look at the woman, the nigga woman, bruh. Sue the cop. Easy lawsuit. Yeah, I'm getting my checks. I'm getting my motherfucking checkup, bruh. And I ain't talking about by the doctor. I need all my bread. I'm not selling either. I need all my cheese, nigga. I need every last bit of my motherfucking money in compensation for what she's done to me, man. Hell yeah, I play it up. Why not? Sharkeisha.
Head on my mom. Die. Come here.
You put your hands on her. You put your hands on her.
Man.
Motherfucking money in compensation for what she's done to me, man. Hell yeah, I play it up. Why not? Sharkeisha.
Head on my mom. Die. Come here.
You put your hands